Now, today we are going to look at mandalas, and a mandala is a circular pattern that has a spiritual and a ritual meaning for Buddhists. It allows the individual to focus and is an aid to meditation. So if you're a Buddhist and you want to think about God or reflect on God, or if you're anybody who's religious or just want to meditate, it's a way to help you do that. It's a way to focus your mind so that you can focus on your meditation and not on what's happening around you, what's happening in the world, anything like that. So, what is a mandala? It's a decorative picture, normally a circle, and there's symbols and patterns in it starting from a center point, and it's created in a sort of a circle type image, normally geometric. I'm just going to show you a picture that's on the screen there. Can you see that? Okay. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to look at creating one, and we're going to then have a look at what the actual meaning is behind it. Now, for a lot of people, a mandala has a meaning that is specific to them. So as you're doing it, you sort of go into a meditative state, you switch off, and what you're doing reflects what's happening in your mind, and what's sort of like coming out is sort of your spirituality and your consciousness. Okay. Now, some people say that when you're drawing it, it's symbolic of your soul. Obviously, some people might not believe in God, might not believe in souls, and so they would just say it's symbolic of what you are thinking yourself. Okay. Now, when Buddhist monks make mandalas, they're normally made of sand, and they create a picture up using sand, coloured sand, to demonstrate the picture. And I will put a video in on the PowerPoint to show that. And sand is used purposely so that it can be easily collected, but actually afterwards it can be returned to nature. Because Buddhism, whilst it's thousands of years old, is very much into recycling, about things come from the planet, should be returned to the planet. So in many ways, it's very modern as well. This idea of stewardship, that what you take from the earth should be returned. Okay? Now, first of all, when you're looking at a mandala, I'm just going to create one here. So as you can see, I've just done a circle with some lines going out. There'll be other instructions as well for you to do. If I do it like this, you can see more what I'm drawing. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, just without thinking, you sort of draw a pattern. And it can be any pattern that you want. It doesn't need to be coloured. But what you do is you make sure that the pattern is sort of the same all the way round. Now, obviously, I'm talking to you lot. So when you're doing it, you'd be doing it by yourselves. You'd maybe have some of your favourite music on to help you sort of switch off. You would, not be trying to think about what's going on around you. And you start from like the inside, and then you build the pattern outwards. You can use pencils, you can use paint, you can really use anything you want, because you're doing this at home, so use what you have to hand. If you wanted to and you got chalk, you could go outside and you could use the chalk out on your driveway to create one. And then that would sort of like brighten up your house as well, which would be nice. The important thing is to just switch off and just be creative, and sort of not be thinking about how quickly can I finish this, but actually be doing it to enjoy it. And then as you get caught up in creating the patterns, you can also see some online. You could put mandala in online. You could maybe copy one of their patterns if you're feeling a little less confident. But basically, it's just about, you know, switching off. And when the Buddhist monks do this, they can spend hours creating it. And as they create it, they sort of go into, they're sort of meditating, they're humming, and they're just like really just focusing on what they're creating. Now, you might spend quite a long time doing this and you'd have quite a lot of pride in your work, okay? And that's important. That's what we want you to do, okay? You sort of might have different colours. You might, if you're feeling happy, you might have nice bright oranges and reds. If you're feeling very calm, you might have greens and blues. If you're feeling quite angry, you might have reds and sort of like angry colour sort of thing. Think about how you're feeling, and that might actually just come out without you realising it into the diagram that you are making. Okay. Now, if we're doing it in a class, I'd then ask us to think about, show some pride, explain your picture, show it to your friends, decide which person has the best one, okay? Now, things to reflect upon. Hopefully you've gone off and done this separately. Did it help you focus? Did it help you switch off? Did it sort of like make you have time to reflect on the world, reflect on what's happening? Did it help you? Do you think doing this sort of thing might help you? If you're feeling angry, if you're feeling annoyed, might help you to feel more calm and more focused, because that's the whole point of doing it. It's a point of meditation. Okay. Now, at the end, what the Buddhist monks do is they just destroy it. They blow it away, just the same as if I'd done that. Now, how would you feel if somebody done that to a picture that you had done? Think about it. Now, why do you think they do that? Think about some of the Buddhist principles that we have looked at. If you remember, anicca, anatta, dukkha. Think about what I said about the soul, how things change. And how does what they've done with the mandala link back to that? Okay. Now there's some exercises on the PowerPoint. I'd like you to look at them. You can do it on a Word document, or you can do it in your books if we're in school. And I want you to use that to finish off this lesson. Next week, we'll look at impermanence, which links to this, links to anicca, and we'll develop your knowledge of Buddhism further. Thank you.